sat in the 6th grade science classroom, in a blue chair, by a black desk, surrounded by about 25 people whose names I didn't even know. I had gone to a private school before switching to Eastwood, and the whole first day seemed full of people introducing themselves as, "I'm from Ron Strange," or Nora, or Allisonville. I wasn't a shy kid, and I didn't mind talking and making new friends. I went to all my classes, met all my teachers, laughed too loudly, and tried too hard. Eventually, I even got used to passing unknown faces in the hallway, and the 130-plus kids roaming around on the Explorers team. I remember having Mr. Stoffringen as my social studies teacher, and at first, disliking him. However, by the end of the year, he had won me over with his funny, easygoing personality, and become one of my favorite teachers. During 6th grade year, I misjudged many people. People who I thought I would hate became some of my best friends. I learned that you can never judge a person until you know them, and to accept people for who they are. After 6th grade reach out, the remaining days passed by quickly. Then summer flew by and 7th grade began. I had grown about 4 inches, and it seemed everyone else had too, because I was still considered short. 7th grade year, everything seemed average, in the middle. Average people, average classes, and average amounts of homework. Of course, there are some unforgettable times from that year. I know I'll never forget watching Hotel Rwanda in Mr. Mitchell's class, or the fact that I had 2 of the most inspirational teachers that year, Mr. Mitchell and Mr. Pang. Nor will I ever forget the 7th grade food fight. Or seeing the boy in striped pajamas and beaters after crying while reading the ending of the book. After 7th grade ended, I transitioned to 8th grade with ease. This was the year where days seemed dreadfully long, where I was constantly waiting for the winter dance, for a field trip, for 3:50 p.m. As a student, I felt ready for the year to end. But now, when it actually is that time, I realize how quickly this all flew. 8th grade was the year I found my true friends. The year I realized which subjects I truly love. The year I laughed until I cried my eyes out. And the year I grew the most as a person. Every student here has at one time griped about school, about homework, about drama. However, as we leave Eastwood Middle School, I know at least I feel fulfilled. I'm fulfilled leaving with the ability to dance to Thriller at any given moment, to describe a sonnet in 3 seconds flat, to hold a moderately understandable conversation in any French-speaking country, to discuss Earth's magnetic field whenever asked, to endure a million PowerPoint presentations about the development of America, to write a book report 25 minutes before class, to avoid running a mile at all costs, or to complain about algebra like a pro. During these 3 years, we've met people of all races, all dialects, all religions, and all backgrounds. We've made friends, had fights, we've made mistakes, and learned from them. We've grown physically and academically, but more than that, we've evolved as people, as friends and students. In the last 3 years, I've met teachers who have taught me lifelong skills. I've met people who I consider sisters, brothers, people who I hope will be in my life for many years to come. We began our journey young and naive, without a clue as to who we would become. Soon, we will be freshmen, young adults, with a million memories behind us and our entire lives ahead of us. We've dealt with tears as well as triumphs, failures along with successes. I've watched my friends, my peers, and myself transform. And while this experience hasn't always been the easiest or the most remarkable, if I've learned one lesson as I move forward, it is to respect who you once were, cherish who you are now, and dream of who you can and will be. Thank you.